What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daniel Sports Lecture, sports betting tips and picks for sports bettors. No Manny today. And look what came in right as I was getting ready to start. Is this a Michigan national champions hat? Yes, it is. Look at this. This is pretty dope little hat here. Came in right as I was getting ready, so I was like, well, I'll go grab that and put that baby on. National champs, Michigan. It's about time. Um, See what how Harbaugh does. Probably going to go to the Chargers, but we're going to make this a pretty short one. So if you're here for the picks, just buckle up. It won't be too long. We're going to get right into them. Like I said, no Manny today. I think he's off working or doing something. Having a good time wherever he is. But so yeah, let's get into this first game here. It's launches here in another looks like about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, somewhere in there. Texans and the Ravens. The spread has moved a little bit. It went from Ravens -9 to Ravens -9.5. So the line is moving. I like the way the line is moving because I just cannot get out of my head this Texans team. Uh I'm gonna take the points in this game. In fact, man, I'm tempted to even just put a little bit on Texans money line to win outright. I know that sounds crazy, but um this is a young team, man, and they've got a lot of firepower, and they are not afraid of anything. D'Amico Ryans has got them playing with all kinds of passion. And yeah, I mean, I like this Texans team, man. I think this Ravens team. These teams played in week 1 here in Baltimore. Baltimore won 25-9 in that game, but that was a long, long time ago. And this Ravens team and CJ Stroud, they got a lot more confidence. And I'm not sure you know, if the Ravens are gonna be quite ready for this punch in the mouth they're gonna get. So we'll see. But yeah, I like the Texans with the points for that game. The next game is going to be the Packers and 49ers, which uh, we've been saying all week was probably going to move higher, which it did. It was 9.5. Now it's -10. Uh, you know, I want to, I want to get behind Jordan Love and the Packers because he's done so well this season. I mean, I'm just amazed with Jordan Love and how far he's come. But I just cannot get over this talent gap in this game, and you know, the somewhat inexperience. I know the Texans have inexperience too, but I don't know. I can't get over the fact I think the 49ers are gonna blow them out. I think they're gonna be too strong on defense. They're gonna be too strong on offense, and I don't see the Packers keeping up score wise. So we'll see. We'll see if Jordan Love can pull out another miracle, but I uh I say lay the 10 points. Lay the 10 points and so I got the one underdog and the one favorite today. As for tomorrow's game, I'm not sure if we're going to do a podcast tomorrow. Probably not, so I'm just going to give those picks out as well. And so the Buccaneers and Lions, that line has also moved. It's now the Lions are only 6-point favorites instead of 6.5-point favorites. And I like the Lions here. I like the Lions to cover the 6 or 6.5, whatever it ends up being at. I just think that I think the Lions are going to be ready for these Buccaneers, and it's you know I the Buccaneers are Baker Mayfield's dealing with some injuries. The team's dealing with some injuries. They're not playing at home this week. They've got to go to Detroit, and that crowd's going to be ridiculous. I think the Lions take care of business. Dan Campbell, the difference with the Lions this year is that Dan Campbell has a very tough-minded, bite your kneecaps. We're gonna say that forever, I guess. But type defense or type team period. Uh, Offense and defense, and they're super physical. And I think that the overall physicality is going to be a little bit more than what the Buccaneers bring to the table, especially them being at home and behind their fans and everything else. And I think the Lions cover this. And then, of course, they saved this one for the end. Kansas City at Buffalo. As you know, all week, Manny and I have been saying that Buffalo is the pick of the week, minus 2.5. I still agree with that. I think the Chiefs are softer than they've been in their past. They're weaker. The receivers aren't as good. Um, the Bills actually, their injury report is looking better. Dotson, their linebacker who got hurt last week, they didn't think he'd come back this week, but it looks like he's going to be back. It looks like their corner's going to be back. Um, Trying to remember his name all of a sudden. Benford, and then one other guy. So they have three of their starting guys coming back this week. It looks like, and so that's going to be a problem for Kansas City. It's finally in Buffalo. The crowd's going to be insane for this game, and I think Bills kind of blow them out a little bit. I mean, 14 points or so. I don't think that this is one of those ones where um and having said that, I mean, maybe it's 21 points, and then in the last 4 minutes, the Chiefs get a touchdown to draw it down to 14. I mean, I think it's going to be one of those games where you're not on the edge of your seat going, Pat Mahomes can come back and win this game at the end, or there could be an onside kick. There could be this, the way it always seems to be between these teams. I think this is one where the Bills legitimately put a number on them, and yeah, also we talked about how it feels like Pat Mahomes is kind of giving his trump card to Josh Allen in that last game where he kind of like whined like a little punk in front of Josh Allen and during the handshake, and Josh Allen was just kind of like, "What are you doing, bro?" Um, I just kind of feel like that was kind of giving Josh the mental uh the mental hand for this game, and for games going forward. Kind of like, okay, you're the big dog now in a sense. Like, I don't know, he was just a little whiny punk, and I don't know. I think Josh Allen was just kind of like, okay, I guess I'm the mature one now. I guess I'm the daddy now. So that's just kind of how it felt to me. That's how it looked to me. um, and then let me go over Manny's picks again that he gave out last week. He gave out some prop bets with his pick. Um, so he gave out in this Texans game, he gave out Devin Singletary to have over the total rushing yards, which is somewhere around 63.5. He also gave a prop bet in this Packers game, which is Aaron Jones to have an anytime touchdown. And then he also gave the Bills minus 2.5. So that was his little three-teamer. If you are interested in jumping on that as well, I actually really like that as well. A little bit, I guess, if there was one thing I'm a little bit nervous on that, it would be the Aaron Jones anytime touchdown. I'm just not sure how the Packers are going to get a lot of points in this game, and if they do, are they gonna get close to the goal line? Whether running back runs it in, we'll see. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of really, really fun games today. I cannot wait for this Ravens Texans game to kick off. And again, I mean, I I envision the Texans winning this game. I know it sounds crazy. So I mean, I say be safe and take the 9.5 points, but I'm not too worried about the 9.5 points. I think the Texans keep it close, and yeah, I mean, I just have this crazy feeling Texans win this game. I really honestly do. So we're gonna see what happens during this game, which would be wild for Buffalo to steal the 2 seed and then get home field throughout the playoffs. But that's not why I'm, thinking that or rooting for it or anything like that. It's just I really do think that this Texans team can beat this Ravens team. Um, I think that the Ravens might just be uh thinking they're gonna get week 1 Texans and not expecting this week what would this be, 19 Texans? So yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I think that's gonna be the game to watch today. It's gonna be a really fun game. Unfortunately, I think the Niners game is gonna be a letdown today, but this Texans Ravens game, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see these quarterbacks and see what they do, and I'm super excited about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Um, and share this with your friends. Let them know, and come ride with us because this is gonna be a really good week. We are gonna make some money on these games this week. So that pretty much sums it up this week, guys. Let's make some money. Let's have some fun doing.